What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to our Tuesday night chopping it up with the Woffords. I am Travis Wofford. This is my beautiful wife, Dr. LaShonda Wofford.
Hey, y'all.
And this is our Tuesday night live, and we are back together. We haven't done one side by side in so long. God, it seemed like forever.
Yeah.
And
It's been a while.
I've been home back and forth, but I've been home for a little while. And she was on the one last week, and I did it real quick because I did miss it. But we are back and back and back.
Sorry, I'm trying
in
to
full
share
effect.
Trying to share it. Sorry.
Oh man, so we just want to come at y'all for a bit. We had an amazing weekend. No, not just a weekend. I am not gonna skip over that. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna keep talking about it too. Two things. Our children. We are so proud of them. Our daughter, Shay, I'm going to say Shay, she graduated 2 weeks ago. Mother's Day. She graduated on Mother's Day last week from Duke University with her master's in nursing FNP. And our son, Chris, he got a promotion. He's in the Navy. He's a sailor. Salute. And he got promoted to AVO2.
AO2.
He got a promotion.
Aviation.
AVO, there was something. AVO. He got a promotion. Second class petty officer. I know that. Second class petty officer Fulton. So salute. I'm trying to remember the exact words he used, and I could do it, but it's in my phone.
Right.
But we are super proud of them, and couldn't just full of joy for them. They're doing things. They've been productive citizens in the community. They're helping out the community, helping our country. Even in all this madness, we just thank, and our son-in-law as well. He's a sailor. He's in the Navy. So yeah, we're so proud and so blessed that they are doing so good. And then after that, last week, this past weekend, we were in the ATL shouting. Wow. That's what they say, A-Town.
Okay.
My bad. We was in Atlanta with our sis Mimi all over, author Michelle Lovett, and she had an amazing, mind-blowing, help me some more adjectives, informative.
Yeah.
Just all the above.
Yeah.
Expo, and it was on Saturday.
Well, it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, my mistake. I was thinking it was on Saturday. Had a brunch Sunday, but she had a meet and greet on Friday night. Then she had the expo on Saturday, and then she had a brunch on Sunday. And each time it was just phenomenal. Excuse me, that's a good word for it. It was just phenomenal. You got anything else to say about it?
So, sorry, the phone was dinging, but we did it was a phenomenal experience. But see, I'm getting to the point where I like to give people shout outs for their events and kind of give highlights, but just small highlights, because I feel like for us to come on here and try to give a full recap is unfair to her and unfair to the people who paid to be in the room. So I'm getting to the point where it's just like, I want to share, let you know that you did miss, a phenomenal weekend. There's definitely a space that you would have wanted to be in. I mean, we're talking about industry leaders from across all industries, not just one industry. It was across all industries. Whatever you needed was in that room.
Tech, fashion,
whatever
Hollywood, Hollywood.
Right, whatever it was, there was somebody in that room to help elevate you and take your brand, your business to the next level. So all I'm gonna say is, if you wasn't there, you missed it. But you will have an opportunity to join, because it's going to be a tour, but I'll let her share the rest of that information. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. It was a phenomenal weekend. If you missed it, you just missed it. Get in the room next time.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was everything from Black Hollywood to tech to other authors, fashion, just so many different types of entrepreneurs. One lady had not home health. She had a business where she helped people transition and learn to be CNAs.
She had a yeah.
It was two of them.
Yeah, so one of them, she has a school, like she helps individuals get certified to be CNAs. Then she also has a home care agency, so you know she's able to offer them a job once they're certified. But then she's also able to provide a job to those who are non-certified, which means you will work with clients who does not require that level of care where you have to be certified. So she was there and she had a powerful testimony. You're talking about there was another business owner that does re-entry program in New York City. Amazing woman, just dope as I don't know what. She does that in New York. DC. But she does transitional housing, like recovery, and re-entry. So from prison back into society. So she does that.
And these people are doing this not just for money. They are taking their testimonies and turning them into businesses.
So they've taken their pain and turned it into purpose.
Yeah, the lady that did the CNA, she was, well, I'm just going to be honest. Okay, she don't want me to say what she was.
Well, no, it's not that I don't want you to say what she was, because we're not doing that. I'm just saying we don't want to give
too much.
Exactly, because
okay, you should have been there. That's what she's saying.
Right, because people got to stop getting so comfortable not wanting to invest, but then you want to look on Facebook and see everything that happened. I'm not going to be the one to keep giving it away like that.
Well, that's something that you said you want to talk about. People being scared to step out of their comfort zone and try new spaces in different areas and new things in different areas. Mm-hmm. So elaborate on that. So, hey, T.
Hey, Tiffany. No, I wanted to, and this is another thing I wanted, because I hear people say, y'all be everywhere, And this the thing, you have to stop being afraid to step outside of your hometown, step outside of your town, city, state, like go other places. We're everywhere because we're received so well. And let me just say this, we're not everywhere. Like, y'all, we don't accept every invitation that's offered to us. That's the first thing. It might look like it, but there are plenty of invitations that get turned down because we understand that every room is not for us. And just because you're invited doesn't mean there's a space for you to actually be in. The room that's inviting you, what value is that bringing to us, to our lives, right? So that's where I am with it. But I also just want people to just realize there is a world full of people, right? Waiting on you, waiting on what's inside of you, waiting on your idea, waiting on you to walk fully in your purpose so they can get what they need. And being afraid to step outside of your hometown, your city, your state, and sometimes I'm gonna just say step outside the circles that people live in. It's gonna hold you back. Like, you will never get to see what the world has to offer. And so we go again. We don't go into every room that we're invited into, but we use discernment and we use our good business sense to know what rooms is gonna add value to us, and not only add value to us, but what rooms can we add value to when we go. We're not just looking at, what can we get out of it. We look at it should be a two-way street. It's something in there for us, and it's something that we can give back when we get in that room. And so that's just what that's really been pressing on me. I made a post about it earlier because, like, we go to all these other states and people are just
treating us like we them.
Right, like they are just like, oh my God.
Couldn't wait to meet you.
Yeah, and it's,
hug, but yeah.
What do you mean special hug?
I'm just saying, they do it to me a little bit, but you was like, I know one was like, oh my God, she messaged you on Facebook like, I can't believe I was that close and I didn't speak or something.
Oh, I didn't get a
she hug or something.
Yeah.
Nobody inbox me that.
Well, I know that's right. Let me stay focused. Stop it. Oh, dang, you made me lose my train. But okay, the point is, y'all, like, if we would have decided to just stay, with the same mindset and stay in North Carolina per se, and stay in Chatham and Wayne County, then we would not have ever been able to experience a lot of the things that we've been able to experience. Because, and I'm just gonna say it, sometimes your hometown, where you from, is gonna be the last people to support you. And that's just what it is. It's gonna be those other people that don't know you, didn't grow up with you. Those are the people that's gonna show up every time to support you. Those are the people that's going to, they're gonna see the vision and they're gonna see the value in what you bring before the people that you've known your whole life. They usually the last ones. The people that you've known your whole life, they catch on, but that's after the whole world is talking about it. Or when other people start recognizing, you for what you do, then it's like, oh, we grew up with them, we da-da-da-da. I'm going to just leave it like that.
That's true. I mean, I've always been one to think outside the box, or feel like I didn't fit in every box. But one thing that helped me was when I got this job and I started traveling, like really traveling and seeing different things. But when I say see different things, like different places and different way people, act and, mannerisms and stuff and how people live. But one thing I did notice is almost every downtown a lot of places downtown looks the same. So it's that sense of familiarity, but it's also that sense of just totally different. But it just opened my mind to say it's way more than this. It's more to life than just what I've seen. But like I said, I've always thought outside the box because I've been wanting to travel. I used to have a dream that when I so-called retired, I would get rent a Winnebago and drive across country. That was my retirement dream. It sounds good, but I've done that not the Winnebago, but I've driven from California to Tennessee, North Carolina, and everywhere else, Florida to almost Maine. I don't know how many times, but that was a narrow-minded thinking. I mean, it's still a good thought if that's what you want to do, but why not say instead of a Winnebago, I'm going to be jumping on different planes and jets and going to different countries and seeing different things. And that is more so what I'm saying my mind was. When I started the job, that was all I wanted to do. All I wanted to do when I got to a certain point was rent a Winnebago, drive cross country, be able to stop where I want, when I want, stay as long as I want, and come back when I want. That's still a good dream. I'm not knocking it. But that was the level I was at. Now it's more so, okay, I've never been to China, I've never been to Japan, I've never been to Bali, I've never been to Africa. I should start with Africa first. I've never been to South America. I've been to Mexico. But, that's what I'm saying. Now it's like I want to travel or say, get my passport scanned in multiple different countries on different continents. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that is where I'm going with all that. You know what I'm saying? It's more so this job opened up my mind to, and I met so many different people. I met people from India, Mexico, Asia, just Canada. Oh my God, France. I had some Canadian people, man. They was like, yeah, we got to bring you to Canada. I'm like, as long as you let me come back.
I know that's right. But they're so nice though. It's just like they are so, nice, and like
one of them was a butthole, but yeah, most of them nice.
yeah, but
Y'all was not that one.
Well, we always got
Y'all always
that's
got that
in
one.
every
Yeah.
that's everywhere. But like there are some really good people in Canada, and I want to give them a shout out because Canada always supports. I don't know who. Well, a few of them I know who they are, but then there are other people in Canada I have no clue. I've never met them, but they support every book collaboration that come out because it shows you your analytics, so you can see where who's purchasing your books, and they never disappoint. Like they never disappoint. And again, these are people that I have. Some of them I met, but I haven't met everybody.
That's right. You went to Canada.
Yep. Canada, and then there's people in Ghana. Like I got so many like real supporters from other countries, which is just mind blowing. But
yeah, I mean it is what it is. Some people, they'll support the dream when it comes to reality.
it is reality. They just don't know because they don't support.
I'm saying, yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Some people, they there with you when you're struggling, and even some people just to give encouragement. We have so many people who may not comment on the live or speak on the live or speak on the talk show or comment on
Anything,
us.
but when they
When they see us, they give us love. So we appreciate that too.
Yeah.
We're not taking nothing away from nobody.
No.
Whatever type of love we can get, we really appreciate it. But it is
not whatever type.
Well, okay, let me bring that back. we appreciate the love when we get it. But I can definitely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and see, the moral of the story is just to encourage y'all to, like, just stop being afraid to step outside of what people call the norm. Stop being afraid to step outside of your city, your town, your state. Like, there are so many people, I know I said this before, but I'm going to say it again, that is waiting on you, that understand the value that you bring when you step into a space. They understand that. And so a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we're expecting the support to come from where we're from. We're expecting the support to come from our families. We're expecting it to come from those people who say, I got you in it, but it doesn't come from those people. Sometimes, yeah, but majority of it is coming from total strangers. So that's why I just wanted to say that. Just don't be scared, y'all. Just if God has given you a vision, run with it. Just take the vision, run with it, stay focused. Do not get distracted by looking to see what everybody else is doing. Do not get distracted by getting hung up on who's supporting and who's not. Just follow the vision. Just keep building, keep working, keep building, and get outside of what's comfortable for you. Get outside of the circle. Get outside of that and get outside of the small town mentalities and just get outside of all of that.
If that's what you want to do.
If that's what you
are called to do. If that's what you are called to do.
Right. Because everybody's purpose is not outside of that. But I'm just saying,
you could be meant to be in your town and be a pillar in your
community.
Yeah.
And if that's your assignment, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, that's not. And I'm speaking to the ones who that is not what you're called to do. Like that's not what we're not called to. That. So I'm not gonna take over your life. Go
No, it's fine. It's chopping up with the Wofford.
I know.
Not
But,
Travis Wofford.
I know.
You got something on your chest, get it off.
But I'm the co-host.
Yeah, but you got something on your chest, get it off.
I said it already.
You was about to say more, so I was being quiet. I didn't interrupt.
You didn't. And the point is, just stop being scared, y'all.
You can't end it with that. That's kind of.
Yes, I can end it with that.
That's kind of a downer.
This our IP.
I understand, but still a downer,
It's not a downer.
Okay.
The point is.
That's the point.
Okay.
So.
Next subject.
Hey, you were going good. I've kind of forgot. I'm just saying, you been rolling for like 20 minutes. Hey, I'm sitting up here chilling. I'm twirling my legs, shaking.
Well, you
Like,
can, you
rocking my
quit.
legs.
Well, you can quit all the twiddling and come on now.
I'm just saying, y'all, she was rolling. Hey, NASA and Baji, yes, he does give us, that is a spirit of fear. The devil will put that spirit of fear in you.
That's right. That's right. And that's not of God. It's just not.
Mm-hmm.
It is not.
Yeah. It's just, it is amazing, but like I said, we don't want this to come off like, oh, we bashing small towns or whatever. That's not what the point is. The point is that if you know in your heart if you meant to do more.
Right.
You know in your heart if you meant to go outside of your area, outside of your town. You know for a fact, you got that feeling. It just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It's just no matter where you go, it's like you don't fit in.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In your area. It could be in your family. It could be, we had a conversation with somebody, she was telling me about a gentleman that's an actor that she did seen her interview, and he said he had to cut his family off, because they were so dysfunctional.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. Like I said, it's good to stay in your town, be a pillar of your community, be a lawyer, be an accountant, be a mayor, do whatever, if that's what you're called to do. But if you know in your heart that you're called to do more, and you just playing yourself small, just
because you want to save face with the people,
or just because you're afraid,
right, with the people, or because you're scared to venture out, then you're gonna be miserable.
Yeah, it's we do stuff all the time. It's scary. I'll tell you a quick story, real quick. Fun fact: I was going to somewhere, and I knew I had to cross the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. I had my mind set on it. If you've ever been on that bridge, it's something. I mean, it's like 20, 30 miles, and it ain't nothing but water on both sides, and it is something. But I had my mind set on it, and I was fine. But one day, I was coming from somewhere, and I was driving, but you know how you zone out?
You won't focus.
I won't focus on it, and I seen that bridge, and all of a sudden, just that spirit of fear came all over me. Fear and anxiety just took over my body to the point that I prayed the whole way across that bridge. Now, mind you, this is not my first time on that bridge. I've been on that bridge quite a few times.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, this day, I had so much anxiety. I think because normally if you're going north, it's on this side. If you're going south, it's on this side. But this day, they had 2 lanes open and 1 lane coming at you. And I'm thinking, because a man just died on that bridge not too long ago, and in a big truck, it fell over. And it ain't nothing but water.
Right.
It ain't nothing you can do. And poor me, I can't swim. So I'm just saying I can't. But the moral of the story is, it was just fear and anxiety, and it came out of nowhere. And I literally prayed. It's a vulnerable moment. I literally prayed all the way across the bridge, the whole whatever miles it was. And it was daytime, it wasn't even dark. It probably didn't help that it was daytime, that I could see everything. But I prayed the whole way across that bridge, and it was busy. Yeah. And but fear had me so to the point that I want to take my foot off the gas and just stop. One thing I tell people quick: if you're going through something, go through it. I'm not one of them ones, it's a bad storm, I'm gonna pull over and wait for it to pass. Nah, I'm gonna slow down. I'll put my hazards on. Yeah. I'll put my wipers on. I don't care if I'm going 10 miles an hour, but I'm going through that storm. Right. Because somewhere in there, the storm is gonna end. But if I sit there, if that storm just sit on top of me, am I gonna sit there for hours?
That's right.
No, I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. I don't care, like I said, it's 10 miles an hour as long as you're going. So that same day on that bridge, that fear came over me, but I had to keep my foot on that gas because there's a line of cars behind me on both sides, and there's nowhere to pull over on the side of the bridge. And it's no shoulder.
Nowhere. You
stuck. If a car breaks down, they stuck on that bridge. That's something I wouldn't want to do. But my point is, you just can't let fear paralyze you. So if you got something going on and you're afraid, keep going through it. Keep going through it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come out on the other side. And it may take a while. It may not be 30 minutes to an hour. It may not be 1 or 2 days. It may not be a week. It May not be a month. It may be 6 months. But as long as you're going through it and you making the preparation each day to take your one foot and put it in front of the other, go forward, you're going to keep making progress. But if you just sit there in it and just say, I'm going to wait, that cloud can be over you forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to add to what she was saying. That's what I got out of it. So that's just me. If I'm going through something, I'm going through it. I'm going to go through it. I'm not going to sit in it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my 2 cents on that. So, like, in the words of Texas, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, K-Ron. How you doing? She
Hey,
said
Kay.
she did the fire emoji and diamonds and Miss Bodger the heart. But, so that's just our, some of the things that was on, well, no, let me break it back.
That was on my
That was on her heart. She had the topic. I was just sitting over here chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
shaking my leg.
That was on my heart.
She said, what you gonna, no, she asked me today, she's like, are you gonna do your live? I'm like, yeah, because I missed the other Tuesday, but I did do last Tuesday, but I want to get back in my rotation, doing it when I'm supposed to do it. She's like, oh, you got to know what you gonna talk about. I'm like, I don't know. She's like, I got something I want to talk about. I'm like, all right, cool. And she went into it. I'm like,
yeah.
all right, bet. So I was letting her run the show.
Yeah, well, because it's been on my heart since, you know, we went there this weekend. And like I said, it's not about, you know, it's not about the recognition, the love, the honor. It's more about just trying to let people see that you got to stop being so afraid to step outside of what's comfortable. Stop being so afraid of going to other states and other cities and, you know, collaborating with other people. You just, I don't know what else to do. Like, we showing y'all because you see it. And so it's not like we're just sitting here on this couch telling you something that we haven't lived. We live it every single day. And so I just got that, just inspired me in a totally different way. And I wanted to just share that with y'all, just to say, just go. Like, just go. I guarantee you will be surprised when you see the amount of support that is out there for you, that you will never know if you choose to stay still. You will never know if you choose to stay stagnant and scared in the same place. Because one thing you do know, you know what's going to happen where you are. You already know what's going to happen because that's what's been happening. You don't know what's going to happen when you take that next step.
Yep. That's always been my motto. When I had this, before I took this job, and I was working at drive time, and I said, I didn't know much about the job. Everybody thought I was crazy. My family thought we were splitting up. I'm like,
now,
we splitting up, but I'm going to California? I'm like,
most
people
split
up
and
go back home. But
out of the norm.
But I'm just saying, you know, most people split up and go home. I'm going to California.
Right.
But anyway, but everybody was kind of iffy. They were like, well, what do you know about? I'm like, I don't know much. I said, but I do know this. I know what's going to happen. I don't know if what's going to happen if I go, but I know exactly what's going to happen if I stay.
Right.
To give y'all a story, I was working at drive time. I don't know, I probably told the story quite a few times. I was always off on Thursdays. Thursday was my day off. If you work at a car lot, Saturday is not your day off, unless you take it off. Friday and Saturday is not a day off. You will get a day during the week, and you get Sunday. Most of them close on Sundays. And Thursday was my day off, so it was a Thursday. But it wasn't out of the norm for them to call me when I was off. They didn't normally ask my inventory or, you know, car, because I was lot tech, inventory management. So, you know, it wasn't out of the norm. So my GM called, and he was like, "You got a second?" I'm like, "No, not at the moment." But, you know, no, he said, you got some time. I'm like, "I got a quick second." He was like, "Nah, it's going to take longer than that." I'm like, I'm kind of looking at the phone like, "Bro, this is my time." What do you mean? He was like, "Well, I got the district manager on the other line, and they doing away with your job, and you can take it, but you're going to get demoted and a $3 hour pay cut." And I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah." He said, "I'm about to bring him in." This is literally going, this is how fast it's going. This is how fast this situation is going. And she, at the time, she was working. She had a job, I don't remember what she was working at, but she wanted home. I don't remember where you were working at, but
I don't think I was.
you was working.
I was?
Yeah, you was working.
Okay.
So because I'll tell you why. So how I know you was working. So, you know, the district manager came on. He was like, yeah, so we're doing away with the lot technician, inventory manager. We're just going to make it a lot attendant. And you won't do anything mechanical. You won't do this. You won't do that. And you're not going to have two people. It's just going to be one person. And it's a pay cut. But, you know, if you want it, we need to know now. That's the type of amount of time I had to decide whether I wanted to keep that job or whether I wanted to quit. Now, mind you, I hadn't been looking for a job. I hadn't been thinking about another job. I was cool. I had some perks with that job. I ain't tell y'all what it was. I had quite a few perks with that job, and I was cool. I was straight. I ain't never worked. It was in town. We went to lunch every day. I liked the people I worked with. It was cool. So, but at the same time, I know this $3 an hour pay cut is going to hurt my pockets. I know this demotion, because it really what it was a demotion, but it was still the same job. They just took away the tech, so they paid less money. You know what I'm saying? And they took away my help, and they still expected me to maintain a lot. And I had to take it, because at the time, I didn't have anything else to fall back on. But when I tell y'all, that made me feel this big. I called my wife, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm being completely transparent and honest. I called my wife crying, because I'm like, I don't like being in this position. I don't like feeling like this.
I got a whole family.
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna do? And I'm mad.
She was like, quit that job. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I can't quit. She's like, what you mean you can't quit? She's like, you don't need to worry about that. They don't value you. I'm like, yeah. I said, but a check is better than no check. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. So this will give me time to figure out the next move. Yeah. And I got a second job, you know what I'm saying? And I made ends meet. But that's why I said she was working, because she told me to quit. She would have told me to quit.
Oh, because I was able to, yeah. Oh, good point. But because this was my thing, like, and I don't know why I'm like this when it comes to my husband. Well, I do know why. Because I just don't like for people to talk to him any kind of way and try to treat him any kind of way. So that really grinds my gears when people do that to him. And I was like, how dare you? Like, who do they think they are? Like, they think that you have to take, but he was just like, no, I'm gonna stay. And I'm just like,
you can't make a decision, a life-changing decision out of emotion.
No, you're absolutely right. But I'm just saying, for me, I just was like, I don't like that. I get upset if somebody try to talk to him sideways or get smart in that drive-through. No, I'm gonna have to sit up and let you see that I'm over here, because you're not gonna do that to my husband. And this is why, because he a hard worker. If I had to hire employees, it would be him, a duplication of him and a duplication of me, because he's a hard worker, he's an honest man, and like, he just brings so much value to whatever he do. And I just felt like they were just trying to toy him and play with him. And then so he stayed, but then that lit an extra fire. That lit something extra in me, because I was like, I tell you what, I guarantee you this gonna be the last time somebody get to tell you, treat you like that and make you feel like you gotta stay. So when I say I went in like extra hard with building for our name, yeah, because I was like, let them try it again. I guarantee you're gonna be able to walk away from there. They think they cute now. We're gonna see who's gonna get the last laugh. But it was a blessing in all of that, because had he left, he wouldn't have got a chance to get introduced to the job that he's been doing now, and which is actually what he had prayed for. Yeah. He prayed for a job where he get to travel, and we ain't putting all the business out there. And he didn't want something that was repetitive, where he do the same thing every day.
Be inside.
Yeah, so if he would have did what I said do, he would have missed the opportunity to be in the profession that he's been in, that he actually really, that's what he had prayed for. So, but it just made me mad, because I don't like for people to treat my husband like that and talk to him any kind of way. One, I don't even do that. And he's my husband, so you're not going to do it either.
One, ain't too many people going to do it.
I know.
But certain things I let slide. And she like, babe, I'm like, baby, don't. Cause I tell her quick, not to be funny, this gonna sound real bad. And ladies, this is not it's not meant to be a shot. Women can do stuff and it can be over quick. You might say a few words and that might be it. When men get involved, it may go here. And I never will tell somebody how to react to a certain situation because everybody's going to react different. So I try to keep my cool and keep my composure, because if I get upset or they get upset or even, whatever, it may escalate. And at the end of the day, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it if somebody's having a bad day and they just irritated and they take it out on me.
Well, call out.
Yeah, but it's not worth me going back and forth with them. And I don't, because don't get it twisted.
Well,
I do the playboy. I'm like, yo, playboy. Or
when you get the clapping, but see.
But now you've provoked me more than one time.
Right.
Back to the story. So, like she said, so I took the job. I took the demotion. And I got a job. I was cleaning floors. I was cleaning floors in the evening after work, and I was cleaning floors in the morning before work to make ends meet. And I was working at the dealership, and my homeboy Lloyd, shout out, bro. Mm-hmm. Lloyd had a bunch. He was like one of the top salesmen at the company, because it won't just me. It wasn't me.
They were doing it across the board.
It was doing across the board. It just so happened that I was one of the ones to get, like my mother, get chopped. Because even the salesmen,
we laughing now, but it won't funny when it happened.
Nah, because even the salesmen, they was giving them.
I got it. Let me see.
Even the salesmen, they was giving them more work to do. So that was it wasn't just me. So after the fact, Lloyd was at his desk and he had a bunch of papers. So I'm thinking, he's doing a deal because he was a salesman. And I was like, yo, what you doing working deals? Like, you really want to know? Well, I got this job. I'm going to California, do this, boom. And they're going to pay me this amount. And I'm like, put me down. He was like, you ain't going. You got a family. I'm like, bro, put me down. And I didn't know too much more about it. And it took months and months of a process for me to go. But when they started telling me, go do this, blah, 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 when you want to leave? I'm like, whoa. Like, can you leave Friday? I'm like, whoa, no. So I put it out for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I had to get stuff in order. But that's what changed my life. But my point is, that's what changed our lives a lot too. But my point is just making that decision and not being afraid to step out there and do something different, do something scary. And I knew I couldn't go back to Dry Time. Dry Time have a 0 rehire policy. They do not rehire you. If you leave, you're done. So my GM was like, I'll try to hold it for like 3 or 4 days. He's like, but you got to get back because I can't hold it. Because he didn't know, but everybody was asking, what are you going to do? What is this job about? And I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of answers, but I just knew, what was going to happen if I didn't go. So, but it was definitely something that was a blessing, and it was definitely amazing experience, and I'm so happy for it. So, but, so she got something. She got a call she had to take. So, but we have been on here for a minute. I'm going to get ready to close this out. Y'all, appreciate y'all rocking with us. Please, like and share the video, comment. Go to the YouTube channel, the Chopping Up the Wofford YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. Watch some of the videos. Yo, support the content. Support the movement. Trust me. It's going to get bigger. You want to say, I was there. I know this. You know what I'm saying? I know these people. Or blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, y'all go ahead and support us. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to make it regardless. But, yeah, just support us. So, y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Later.